The Duke's second daughter was ravishing fair, bright blue were her eyes and bright gold was her hair. The Duke's youngest daughter, with eyes like the sky and hair like night shadows, made courtiers sigh. But the Duke's eldest daughter, a maiden called Jane, brown-haired and brown eyes, was decidedly plain. No suitor had she, not a soul sought her hand, although she must wed first by her father's command. And nobody knew nor would care if were told that plain little Jane had a voice of pure gold, since no one would miss her at night on her own. Through evening dark forest she'd wander alone. For Jane knew a secret she'd learned by chance, a place in the forest where elves came to dance. At night as she watched them in their magic ring, enthralled by their music, Jane started to sing. Shocked by her own boldness, was still pleased to find that harpists and dancers did not seem to mind. Came winter and Jane dared not wander by night, but drooped in the corner, a pitiful sight. And cruel her two sisters, impatient to wed, would heap bitter scorn on unhappy Jane's head. There was no escape from their torments but sleep, and long in the darkness Jane softly would weep. One evening they followed her right to her bed, and one said in anger, "I wish you were dead." So Jane fled in tears to the snow and the storm, without even a thin cloak to keep herself warm. Soon lost in the dark and the snow soft and deep, she felt herself numbing and falling asleep. "Perhaps this is better," she said with a sigh, and gave herself up to the storm then to die. But before death could claim her with fear-filled alarms, she was snatched from death's cold hands by strong elven arms. To elf voices urging she live, she awoke, embraced by pure love and a warm elven cloak. Now Jane disappeared in that storm, it is said, and both the Duke's daughters are certain she's dead. But if you should chance near that wild elven hill, you'll find that the elf folk at night dance there still, and the music they dance to is sung and is played by a proud harper elf and his dear mortal maid. In the forests of the Northlands, where light curtains dance at night, lived a warrior named Alexi. He was fair and young and bright. Many maidens sighed to see him, yet Alexi dwelt alone. Though they tried their best to please him, to their charms he was as stone. Then one day within the forest, young Alexi passing there met a maiden like no other, tall and shining, proud and fair. Hair as pale as virgin snowdrifts, eyes like ice with hidden fire. From the moment that he saw her, he was taken with desire. Young Alexi, proud Alexi, there is magic in the snow, there is peril in the forest, hiding more than you can know. To Alexi's awe and gladness, his pale maid loved in return, and she would deny him nothing, though her past he could not learn. Nor would she once leave the forest, back to his own village go. Said she feared the touch of strangers would not leave the peaceful snow. Nor though he would often beg her, let him much past moonrise stay, but with tears and soft entreaties sent him homewards on his way. Enemies had young Alexei, one of them a cunning foe, noted where he spent his hours, laid in ambush in the snow. Oh, my love and life, Alexei, leave while light is in the sky. There is danger in the forest, leave and do not ask me why. Young Alexei, strong Alexei, laughed away his lover's fear, and he did not leave till darkness. Then behind him he could hear sounds of wolves that stalked his footsteps. Then before him he could see men that sprang out in an ambush, and his mortal enemy. He was one against too many, but ere they could raise a sword, wolves appeared and leapt upon them like a great avenging horde. Wolves led by a raging bitch queen, fur as white and soft as snow. And Alexei, much astonished, watched his enemies laid low. Oh, Alexei, my Alexei, why were you so bold and proud? Why did you not heed the warning that I dare not speak aloud? And the wolf bitch faced Alexei, men's blood stained her white for red, and before he drew one breath, his lover stood in wolfling's stead. Long I loved you with snow magic, wrought a spell but with one band. In my woods I'd stay a maiden,